Animals are quite unique creatures. We often see videos of animals that make us laugh, and sometimes we have those videos that just leave us surprised at just how capable these animals are and what they can do. In today's video, we are going to show you just that with these 10 animals who did things that surprised everyone. So, keep watching to see which animal we have at number 1. Let's get started. Number 10. Orangutan wears glasses. This woman decided to visit a zoo in Indonesia, and as she was at the zoo, she went to check the orangutan enclosure. Sadly, when she got there, her sunglasses fell right where the orangutans were. All of a sudden, she saw an orangutan coming closer to the glasses and picking them up. At first, it seemed like it would eat them, but to everyone's surprise, the orangutan actually put the sunglasses on its eyes just like humans do. Throughout the day, this same orangutan was playing with the sunglasses, putting them on its eyes and sometimes even checking if they were food. After playing with them for a while and wearing them, the orangutan decided to give the sunglasses back and simply threw them towards the girl. Number 9. Elephant seal attacks car. Compared to seals, the elephant seal is quite large and heavy that can reach a weight up to 8,800 pounds. In this video, we can see such a seal trying to damage a car by hitting it as hard as it can with its body. This seal actually lives on the shore at this city, and people are aware that this giant animal can destroy their car, since it has happened in the past. However, people still tend to park their cars at that location, ignoring all the signs that a giant elephant seal might ruin them. Given the reaction of the people around it, you can tell that this has happened more times than it should. It's still unknown why this seal starts hitting cars, and it definitely is a strange thing to do. Number 8. Singing parrot. Now we all know that parrots can talk, sing, and whistle, but have you ever heard a parrot singing a song so perfectly and so on pitch? Well, this parrot named Chico from the Lincolnshire Wildlife Park can perfectly sing the 2008 single If I Were a Boy by Beyonce. According to staff members at the park, Chico has been entertaining them all the time when all of a sudden they heard him singing these songs almost perfectly. Although Chico has only been recorded singing If I Were a Boy, he also knows many more songs from artists like Lady Gaga and even Freddie Mercury. We all knew that parrots can sing, but this version of the song might be slightly better than the original if you ask us. Number 7. Dog drives a car. So, obviously dogs aren't capable of driving, right? We've all seen funny videos where animals are in the driver's seat, but they never actually drive. Well, in this video, we actually have a dog that managed to start the car and drive. All of this happened in Florida when the neighbors in the suburbs saw a dog trapped in the car as the car went into reverse and started spinning in circles. They contacted Florida police, and when they arrived at the scene, they saw the impossible. They did manage to eventually stop the car and let the dog out, but how does this thing happen? Well, according to the police and the neighbors, the owner most likely left the car running when the dog switched the gear to reverse and continued to spin in circles for about an hour. Number 6. The smartest dog in the world. Speaking of dogs, now we have the smartest dog in the world that manages to surprise us daily with all of his actions. Meet Chaser, a border collie that can do pretty much everything. After losing his dog, Dr. John Pilley has received a gift from his wife, which ended up being Chaser. Pilley had just retired from being a professor of psychology and decided to spend all his time trying to teach his new border collie everything he possibly could. When Chaser was only 2 months old, Pilley started teaching him the human language, and by the time he was 5 months old, he knew almost 40 nouns. Through his life, Chaser managed to learn over 1,000 proper nouns and has been surprising us each day. Number 5. Archer fish shooting water. If you think that this fish is just like any other fish out there, then you are completely wrong. Unlike the other fish, this one is known for hunting insects and small animals by shooting them down with water droplets. They are extremely accurate and can easily hit their target even if they're far away. This is all thanks to their specialized mouth that allows them to shoot water up to 7 feet in distance. When it comes time to hunt, they can go to the surface of the water, watch the insects closely, and then aim and shoot water at them. The insect then falls into the water where the fish can get it. They are quite extraordinary creatures for sure. Number 4. Drunk squirrel. Don't get us wrong, squirrels don't drink alcohol. However, they have something that gives them the same effect that alcohol gives to humans. Remember how it gets harder to walk when you're drunk? Well, these squirrels have trouble walking after they've eaten a bunch of fermented magnolia flower buds. In this video, you can see the squirrel eat both the flower bud as well as the flower leaves. As soon as the squirrel gets the first bite of the flower bud, it slowly starts to go into a drunken state that quickly escalates, leaving the squirrel wanting more flower buds while barely being able to stand on its feet. After realizing it can't walk or even stand still, the squirrel stands and stares at one spot until it feels capable of running. Number 3. The animal immune to venom. We know that certain snakes carry a certain amount of poison that in some cases, even the smallest drop of can end you. Well, how would you like to know that there is in fact an animal that is absolutely immune to the venom found in snakes? That is the honey badger. These animals are not born immune to venom, but through the years, they build it up to a point where even a cobra can't hurt them. From when they are infants, they are trained little by little, starting with a scorpion. They go through all of this because their main source of food are actually venomous snakes. So, once they are all grown up, they can go and hunt snakes without having to worry about being poisoned. Number 2. Orangutan using a saw. Orangutans are interesting creatures to say the least. We've seen them do multiple human-like gestures, and now we have also seen one actually using a saw and cutting a tree in half. This female orangutan managed to cut a tree in half by using a saw, and also using her feet to keep the tree from moving. Once she is halfway done, she even blows the tree to get rid of the sawdust. She has managed to do all of this because she's been watching workers around sawing and fixing stuff, so she mimics their movements to create something similar to what they were doing. They even put a lifelike orangutan robot next to her who also uses a saw, and she even became competitive against the robot. We guess it's true when they say that orangutans are closest to humans. Number 1. Screaming parrot. Ah yes, we have a parrot again. But this time, instead of showing off their singing voice, this parrot decided to scream and ask for help, even though it wasn't in danger. In this video, we can see a man fixing his car, while in the background, you can hear someone screaming, "Let me out!" The neighbor heard that and worried, he called the police. When the police arrived and asked the man about the screaming, he quickly laughed and went to get the one behind the screaming. When he came back with the parrot, the police officers were shocked, and they immediately started laughing, realizing what had happened. On a related note, we wanted to know, was there a time when you got surprised by the actions of an animal? Let us know in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more amazing videos such as this one, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.